Hello, everybody. I just wanted to share something that God has been working with me on because that's what I do, and He grows us to help us grow each other. So, um, there is. Let me read the scripture real quick. It's Romans 12:2, and you might know it. You might just not know it's Romans 12:2 because I'm not gonna even act like I know the exact address of every scripture that I can probably say or use. It's do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may discern what is the good, pleasing, and perfect will of God. And I like to add on to the end of that for your life, because that's really like where you have to start with everything, with dealing with you, yourself, your mindset, your morals, how you treat people, deal with people. That's kind of where we have to start. And it's real easy to think that you're right in your thinking, because there's a lot of voices out in the world right now, right? Because you have all the YouTubers, and then you have all the people going live on Instagram, and you have all the people going live on Facebook. And then, there's just so many voices out there, and if you get enough of those voices saying the same thing, people start to think that that thing is right. And that's how you start getting conformed to the world. Because you're constantly hearing it everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And you start thinking that it's right. But there is a good, pleasing, and perfect will of God for you as a person. And it has nothing to do with what a YouTuber, an Instagram personality, Facebook personality. I'm saying this as someone who has had that struggle of wanting to more feel like I'm part of what's going on. And it's easy to just be trying to do that, just trying to feel like you're a part of what's going on, you're a part of your generation. And then before you know it, the standard for you, that you and God have talked about, that you have set, it starts to dwindle, and you kind of start thinking, maybe I should dress a little more like this, maybe I should talk a little more like this, maybe I should listen to a little bit more of this music or this person or whatever, because everybody else is talking about it, everybody else is listening to it, and I can't really relate when they're talking because I don't listen to that, I don't do that, I don't partake in that. I don't want to, and you have those moments of where it feels like conforming might, or it feels like it might be okay, like, I just want to be able to relate. Or, I don't want to seem like I'm boring, or I'm lame, or I'm too old, or, different things like that. And even in relationships, especially for me, that's like a thing, of feeling like, especially in this Instagram model, if you want to call that, in this Instagram model era, where, I mean, half of them are dang near naked or naked. And then you see the girls on the street who want to do that, and this whole baddie, you gotta be a baddie, be a baddie. And it's easy to think like, oh, maybe I'm not showing enough, or maybe I'm not being sexy enough, or maybe I'm not. But if that's not you, if that's not comfortable, if that is not at your standard, that is still being conformed. That's not holding to what is good, pleasing, and perfect in God's eyes as you, the good, pleasing, and perfect version of you. Because He'll tell you anything you want to know, any information you want. If you ask God, He will make it clear. If there's anything you want to know about yourself, or anything you want to know that you need to work on, or about the person you're dealing with, or the people you're around, or the position you're in, God will make it clear. He will make it clear exactly who you are created to be, and the good, pleasing, and perfect version of you. And there's this preacher that I listened to, Shannon Yvette, and she said it perfectly. And I don't think I've ever really heard anybody say it the way she said it. She said she said, how dare I compare what God created in that way? How dare I do that to him? That must break his heart for him to hear me say, knowing what he created me to be and the pride that he took and the time that he took in creating me, to compare myself to someone else, to say that I'm not good enough, that I'm not enough. How dare I? How much that must hurt him and break his heart to hear me do that. I was like, wow. So I say that to say this. As easy as it is to just conform, to just get along, go along, fit in, it seems like it's gonna be, like it's gonna make something better, or it's better because now I am with my generation, with my age group, or whatever, and everybody agrees with what I'm doing, or everybody else is doing it too. You were created with a specific purpose in a specific manner, and you don't need to be like everybody else. You don't need to do what everybody else is doing. You don't need to be conformed to the world. You need to be exactly what God designed you to be, nothing more, nothing less. You are absolutely enough for everything that you were created to be a part of, and for everything that is supposed to come into your life. You are enough. That's all I wanted to say. Be not conformed. Be not conformed, but allow your mind to be changed. Allow God to change your mind, to transform your mind, for you to see yourself the way He sees you, to believe that you are more than enough. Be love, be light.